Blog Talk Radio.
Through the years there were times I felt like I was losing my mind. Never thought I'd get to this place where I'd find the peace inside. In the darkness I found my light. I found peace in the tears I've cried. Now I've got a million reasons for life. We can rise if we don't fall, nah, nah. If you're low, now lift your head higher. What's yours, no one can take away. Thank God in every way. Now I see better days. Better days, only better days, better days. We can rise if we don't fall now. All the pain it made me grow stronger. I see better days, only better days, better days. thank God in every way. Now I see better days, better days, only better days, better days. We can rise if we don't fall, now, now. All the pain, it made me grow stronger. I see better days, only better days, better days, better days. If you're alone, feel broken, with so many words left unspoken, let it be heard, let your heart open. Now is the time, now is the time. If you're alone, feel broken, with so many words left unspoken, let it be heard, let your heart open. Now is the time, now is the time. We can rise if we don't fall, now, now. If you're low, now lift your head higher. What's yours, no one can take away. Thank God in every way. Now I see better days, only better days, better days. We can rise if we don't fall, now, now. All the pain, it made me grow stronger. I see better days, better days.
You're listening live to On the Move Unscripted with your host, Patricia M. Goins and Mr. Stout on www.blogtalkradio.com/Patricia Goins. Call in now. We're live at 516-387-1247.
What's going on? You have tuned in to another episode of On the Move Unscripted with Patricia M. Goins.
And Mr. Stout, what it do?
What's going on?
Happy spring, everybody.
I know, man. I went to the park today. You know, Columbus, Ohio, one of our big parks is Franklin Park, right?
Okay.
And actually, that's where you can see the where they have the
waterfall.
Yeah, and the what they call it, where all the plants are.
Botanical garden.
Yes, yes. And then they have little lakes. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful place to be, you know. And I'm, especially since I came back from L.A., I'm all in this nature thing, right?
Right.
So I got to experience my first sunset on the beach in L.A. And then, of course, you know, I experienced my first sunrise with you, same thing.
All right, you got that. Yeah.
And so today, it was a beautiful day here in Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah.
And I just took my little Bible, my journal, and my little, you know, stuff, and I went out to the park, my little blanket, and I just sat down and just absorbed the beauty. And, you know, one thing that really, like, struck me, I saw this duck. You know, they have a whole bunch of ducks out at the pond, right? Mm-hmm. But this one duck came up, like, real close to me. And I was about to, you know, run because I wasn't sure how close it was going to come.
Wasn't a goose?
I was a goose, yeah. I was on the ground, you know.
Yeah, cool.
I didn't know he was going to come pluck me in my head. I wasn't really sure. But what really captured me was how carelessly he just walked. You know, he just walked, looked around, stopped, ate a little something, and just kept on walking. I said, they don't worry about nothing. They don't worry about if they're going to eat. They don't worry about if the sun going to rise or set. They don't worry about if there's going to be water. Like, they have no worry. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, they have that kind of faith in God that they just don't worry. They live their best life. They know they're going to eat. They don't know how, but they know they're going to eat. We as humans, who are supposed to be so much more smarter than the animals, right? Worry like hell about everything. What we don't worry about, I don't know.
I think geese go for instincts anyway, so it's an animal. I get it. Yeah, I mean, look, if we can get a spot like those geese to go do that, hang out every day, look, take me there. It's called prison.
What we live in is called prison.
No, like that's what it's called. Like, you know, you can go out there and not have to do much, you know. You're not outside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're not really. You're not experiencing nature.
Really just if you are in a place in your life where you're really trying to figure out what to do, what your next step should be, or you just need to quiet your mind or be at peace or something, going out into nature is the place to be. You know what I'm saying? It's the place to go. And especially if you can go with your family or even by yourself. You know, I went by myself, and that's my meditation time, you know.
Yeah. I like all silence. Like when I go to work, I don't listen to the radio. I just like the silence of just what's going on around me. I got the window open, whatever, just to sound like that. That's my little bit.
You listen to no music?
No, I recently just started listening to ESPN, like today.
Oh, wow.
I just don't do it in the morning. I just want to listen to my own thoughts.
You look like you're tired today.
I am a little bit, yeah, because, like, there's a lot of sports that's on TV. I've been working my butt off at Lazy Boy, and because one of our employees we work with is going under surgery. He won't be back for about a month, so picked up a little bit more responsibilities.
I see.
Not cool.
He be coming in looking like he done been on the prison group, cleaning up all the trash or something. I mean, you act like you tired. I can see it. So, but I'm glad that you weren't too tired to come and be on the Move Unscripted.
I'm here.
Yeah, because we got a lot going on. And I do believe we have Miss Crystal on the line. Go ahead and bring Miss Crystal on the line. She'll bring you some energy. Come on, Miss Crystal.
On the Move Unscripted.
That's so funny because how you doing? If you'd have seen me, you'd have been like, oh, Lord, where's her energy? Because I was laying back, but I sat up when you said that. I'm like, oh, wow. I was leaning back in the relaxed mode.
Right,
but,
right.
It's so good to hear you all, talking about nature. How you doing, Miss Patricia?
I am doing fabulous and amazing. I got energized. I had to take my shoes off and kind of walk in the grass. My old co-host, MBJ Live, used to always talk about nature and walking around in the grass and stuff. And I'm figuring, it makes sense since we came from the earth, right? Why wouldn't the earth be regenerating, rejuvenating? So
very interesting. How you doing, Mr. Stout?
Good. Sister Crystal, Lady Crystal in the house. Yeah, I'm a little bit tired and stuff, but I'm going to make it through over here. We're going to hang out for a little bit and chop it up with everybody. And everybody knows what's the good news, what's going on here on the Move Unscripted. And,
I'm about to make him some coffee.
Look. It's crazy.
I
think we're starting to get our first heat out here in the spring. So, like, spring is like supposed to kind of warm. To me it is.
Yeah, but we didn't really have a winter, though,
Yeah.
Not really. We had, like, 2 really cold days.
Like, normally we would have the heat on right now, so we don't even need it on.
Right.
So,
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's absolutely. So.
Well, that's tight. We had all the winter here. We had all the winter in California, L.A. We had all the winter that we probably have experienced in many years. We just had a couple of days of 80s, in the 80s of, the weather time. 80 degrees or so. Now it's back down to about 70. So, this is really an interesting time. And like you say, being in nature is really real because I think we do need to get back and pay attention to what the Most High created because we've gotten so far away. And we've gotten into the beat of what man is doing. What is man doing? Keeping up with the Joneses, as they used to say.
Right.
But we do need to get back with the ducks and the geese.
And the sunsets, let me tell you, that experience on Seal Beach was something that I'm going to carry with me for life. Like, I had never, like, even when I saw the sunrise when we were in Jersey, right, it still was kind of a far distance. It wasn't as close as that sunset was. That sunset was right up in my face. It was like you couldn't deny it if you wanted to.
Right.
And the feeling of it all, like, if you've never saw the sunset or sunrise, you just don't know what you're missing. It's a beautiful sight to watch the skies change. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like you're ushering it in and then you're ushering it out. And I've had the experience being out here to experience both of them. And I actually had some photos at one time. I think I still have the sunrise and sunset photos that I took. It's a thing that you get excited. It's like, wow, it's going down. Wow, look at it. Oh, you can't see it no more. Oh,
Right.
The sun is really amazing, and even the moon. They're just amazing creations of the Lord, and to see the moon when it's full, oh my gosh, it's a trip. I've been like, what is that?
Have you seen any of those super moons? Remember we had them super moons and stuff? That was like strawberry moons. I don't know what all them colors of moons was, but it was a whole bunch of moons, and it seemed like it was about to touch Earth. It was so close. Remember, I think that was like a couple of years ago.
They were huge. I mean, it wasn't too long ago that I saw when I was driving, and it's like mountains over here. So it's like you come around a curve, and then all of a sudden this big moon was sitting there. It was like, what the heck? So I think we're in. Yeah, I think we're in for something because, you know, the word talks about he's going to come in the sky, you know, clouds going to roll away, he's going to come in the sky. So the sky is where the big theater screen.
Yeah.
Come on in the screen in the sky.
So I don't know how many people got to go and experience and see the video that you and I did when I was in LA. If you haven't been able to see it and you're at the sound of my voice, you can go to my YouTube page, Miss Goins 1119, and you can see it. Miss Crystal is really humble. You know what I'm saying? And with who she is and what she does, her talent is off the chain. Like, her voice is so freaking beautiful, and she plays the piano with just as much elegance. Like, somebody on Facebook actually took the time to compliment on you. They was like, oh, y'all both got beautiful voices, but that one lady in the purple is throwing it down. I was like, I know that's right.
That's amazing.
I know that's right.
You know, I'm going to tell you something, Miss Patricia. When I was 14, you know, that was some years ago, I was in junior high school.
Don't stop playing.
Yeah, it was a few years ago. And so I had begun to sing. That's when my music teacher basically discovered my ability to sing. So I was singing for the talent shows and, you know, all these different events and things going on. And so it came time for awards. And they had like a best singer, a best vocalist or something. And I knew I just had it, right? And the teacher gave it to these two other girls who had sang in the talent show. And I started almost a riot at the school. Oh, it was crazy. My daddy came up there and went off on the teacher about how you didn't give my daughter this award. And I was like, Daddy, he liked those girls. And that's why I started such a mess. It became a whole thing. And I didn't like him for a whole month or two until the end of school year. And I remember on the last day of school, I went into his class, and he told me why he didn't give me the award. He said, your head got too big. You wouldn't listen. No, you would just, you didn't want to go to class. I didn't want to go to my math class. I wanted to go to the music class, which I was not enrolled in it, but that's where it was all hanging out, all the band members and everything, and it was tight over there. So I tell my teacher, Mr. I want to go to the music class. And I was so tall and everything and talked so fast and loud. He was just like, okay. And so I just kind of did what I wanted to do, and I just became my own self, and I thought I could sing and just really be all that. So ever since then, my mind, my head, it's like he put a pin in my head, and it just let all the air out. So I don't do that. I don't compete or do a lot of stuff. I just sit back because it's like your gift, you know the word, your gift will make room for you. It will bring you before kings and great men, and I guarantee you that is the truth. People that I've sung for in the studio, just places I've been, is amazing. So I'm just sitting here waiting, really, because the experience that I've had in music and singing and playing the piano has just been my life, because that's what I do. But the thing is, we haven't gotten the money.
So that gets us to the point of today's show. Let's get down to this. Okay, so when I went out there with Miss Crystal and had that experience with her and actually got to see firsthand how she works that piano and how beautiful she sounded, and then the fact that we were able to, you know, like sing together effortlessly. It's like it's not like something we practiced or planned, or I didn't even know what we were going to sing. I didn't know what we was going to do. We were just like, we're going to meet up, and we're going to play the piano and we're going to record. That was the only prep that we had. So being able to go in there and then just watch the magic, and just the God was in the room, no doubt about it, in my spirit, my mind, and my soul. And so from that point forth, Miss Crystal and I have been talking about, doing some things together, like a tour or whatever. I believe in speaking stuff into existence. And so the first one that I planned is for May 11th, right?
Right.
At the North Bank Pavilion here in Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah.
And I wanted to, it's going to be a Mother's Day event, right? And so I want Miss Crystal in her or a piano in that room. I really do. And so we're really looking for sponsors to help get Miss Crystal here to Columbus, Ohio, to get her hotel, her flight paid, and to get a piano in that room, because I really feel like the magic that will happen just from us being together and her being on that piano is just like something that I just feel like God is going to make a way. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it wasn't an accident. I could have canceled that trip because the other event was canceled, but that wasn't in my spirit. It was like God was like, you still need to go, because the one that you need to meet is still there, And so I feel like us meeting and doing that on our live or whatever was like an appointment, like we had a meeting. I had a meeting with God on the beach, and I had a meeting with you, Miss Crystal. And so we are really asking for the community. And I know you have some things too that you want to talk about that you're looking for sponsorship opportunities for, Miss Crystal. But I really want to talk about the May 11th. So we're asking for those of you who are at the sound of our voice, right, or who have been following us, or if you have businesses, or whatever that would benefit. We would like to do some FM radio advertising, and in that advertising, we want to be able to call out our sponsors, or even have them tally on at the end of it, because we want to promote this May 11th Mother's Day event. Yes. And so it doesn't matter where your business is. If your business is an online business, then it's definitely going to benefit. But and even if you don't have a business, but you just want to donate and help Miss Crystal get here, because we're definitely planning on videotaping it, and I know that whatever comes out of that event is going to definitely be, something that God, gave a smile to. So if it's in your heart, and if God puts in your spirit to give, whether you can come to the event or not, or even if you can't come, but you can buy tickets for someone else to come. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for Mother's Day, it's a great Mother's Day gift as well.
Yeah. So the Mother's Day event is going to include music, because we have a DJ that's going to be coming, and also it's going to include a celebrity chef. We got a chef that's coming that's going to have a buffet-style meal. And then also there's going to be gift bags. It's options. You get to choose what option. But if you go to the Eventbrite link that's in this post, you can get tickets. Even if you can't come, but you just want to purchase a ticket to get to someone else or to donate or whatever, like whatever you want to do. Or if I don't want to do that, but I don't have a problem with donating, please donate. I have my Cash App on there, $ATWMedia. Or or Miss Crystal, I have Miss Crystal's website on there. However you want to donate, it will be a blessing to us. And the one thing I always believe, and I always say this with everything that's in me, anytime that you are a blessing to somebody else, that blessing coming right back to you.
Exactly, yeah. We're definitely going to need that. I was going to say, too, about your albums out there. Like, people can definitely get that as well, right?
Yeah, so that's going to be part of
the sponsor. Yeah, okay.
It's going to be in the gift bag.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, the USB. I have USB flash drives now.
Right. Okay.
But what else did you say? I'm sorry.
I was saying that right there, as far as like when it goes to community and having things. This is what we're doing right here on the Move Unscripted. Is about when someone is doing something for an event or something that's has a positive impact. We want to be able to put focus on that, to show it to other people. Say, hey, participate in this. We did. I mean, for the things that we're doing, that we just finding out about certain things. We're like today, we're just hearing about, like, there's a guy who's looking for placements with Tyler Perry for a couple of films that they got coming out there in Atlanta. And, there's a couple of movies, like movies and some series that's coming out. and we want to help people get, to be a part of that. Let's just say that you're doing some things as sponsoring the things that we got going over here. We will send you the information for that over there just because you're being a part of what we're doing here. And there's a lot of other things too as well, like that we're hearing, like from magazines, a few award shows that's going on. So if you're participating with us, we're going to participate back with you to help out your brand, your business, and also do other things, to help out what you're doing, to help us out too as well. So yeah, we won't go, like we won't go. It won't go out with us saying doing something for you, for doing something for us right here for this, event that we got coming up.
And also, I want to say that the Greater Columbus Arts Council is really what made this possible for me, because they basically are a sponsor.
Mm-hmm.
They gave the money for the location and different things that we needed. So, it's a good event. And not only that, but when's the last time you made your mama feel special? Bring her on out. Bring your mama out.
That's it.
So tell us, Crystal. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. I was going to say I look forward to this because I know the work that you do, Miss Patricia, with the women and those who have gone through a lot of abuse and helping people, get over addictions and just different mental issues that have impacted their lives. This is a time to really, let your hair down and really rejoice and celebrate you. This is your music, and I won't say debut because you've been doing it, but this is really something special for you. So, that song, this is our moment. This will be, your moment to shine because it's at a place, as you were describing, this beautiful park. And I think that's when we're really close to the Lord, when we are in, the surroundings of the nature and things of that nature that He really created. So, this is a time for women to heal and to really just throw off all of their stresses and be like, look, I made it this far, praise the Lord. I can make it all the way, and just come together and celebrate life that we've made it this far. And it says we come this far by faith, leaning on the Lord. So this is a real major milestone, I would say. And even for me, I do trust that I'll be able to get there. I mentioned to my husband yesterday. He was like, oh. I was like, uh-oh.
Right. We had to.
I trust.
That's always the man's first response. Whenever you ask a man about anything that got something to do with money, their first response is,
Yes, right.
He says a good sound.
But I believe the Lord. I believe God will really supply. And one lady, I sent her the link, and it said tour. I said, I like how you did that, about the tour, because that's been in my heart for many years, and I keep talking about we got a tour. I want to do a tour, and I always, try to go, but I never seem to go nowhere. I went to Virginia, but I didn't really sing, you know what I mean, and went to Baltimore, but I didn't sing. So it's like, man, when am I going to get a chance to sing? Went to New Orleans, didn't sing, you know what I'm saying? So I look forward to this. This means a lot to me. And so the girl, she says, oh, when is the tour? And I said, it starts in May and it ends through July.
Yeah, I don't know. Look, the Bible says write the vision and make it plain.
Yeah.
I'm doing all my part.
Yeah, I agree with you, sis. That works with me. That works 100%. And so I feel this is a great time. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So I definitely want to, speak about mental health and what it takes for us to really get healed in these kind of gatherings. Music and, creativity, love, joy helps us to heal from mental health. And women, we carry a lot, like you were saying, about worry. The ducks and the, whatever those were out there, they don't worry. They just go through what they go through, wait on, whatever. And that's what the word says. It's just consider the lilies in the field, how they grow and stuff. They don't worry about what they're gonna put on or what they're gonna, and that's what we're not supposed to do. We're not supposed to worry about what we're gonna eat, where we're gonna go. We're supposed to just trust in the Lord, have faith, and He'll do the rest. So this is going to be a testimony to what the Lord has done for us. So this is a big deal. I want you to know this is not just some simple little thing, And I do appreciate that Arts Council for granting you that, because that's a big deal too. That's beautiful.
Yeah,
so congratulations.
That was a blessing to me, because I don't think they gave it to all the artists that, but they probably went through and looked and saw what they were doing. But let me just say this. When this idea came to me, and the funny thing is, the grant, I had applied for the grant like way back, but I didn't know that now would be the time that they were granted. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I had gone to the park before I came to LA, like maybe the month prior, and I was just like, God, I need for you to meet me at the park, please. Meet me at the park, Lord, and just give me direction. What are my next steps supposed to be? This was what I was praying, And so I felt like God was giving me instruction then. And this event, this Mother's Day event, came to my spirit. You are not the black sheep. You are chosen. And I want to say that because there are so many mothers, single mothers, mothers who have gone through a lot. Maybe, they didn't have the support they needed, or they went through a lot of stuff, even when they were children, because remember, every mother was once a child. So a lot of people are holding emotional baggage, you know what I'm saying, and the thoughts and judgments of others. And I just want God put it in my spirit to speak a word of life to them and let you know you are not the black sheep. You are chosen. The reason why you went through all those things you went through was because God was preparing you for something. You know what I'm saying? And He had to have you strong, because He only uses His strongest soldiers for the biggest assignments. Yeah. So if you had it the hardest, you can best believe that your assignment is great. And so you are not the black sheep. You are not the one that, even though if you grew up and people talked about you and people, nobody wanted to assist you, nobody wanted to help you, everybody talked behind your back, all them kids, you got all them kids, or all that other crazy mess that may have come through while you were trying to raise your children. God said, you are not the black sheep. You are chosen. He has an assignment for you that's greater than you know. And that assignment might be raising your babies. You know what I'm saying? Because how do you know that you don't have the next Obama? How do you know that you don't have the next, scientist that's going to cure cancer or some of these other diseases? How do you know? Like, you don't know. So don't, God put that in my spirit, because I grew up with that feeling of rejection, of not being accepted, of not being good enough, of always, I went through that season. I went through my 20 years in the wilderness, a lot of time, when I was pregnant and first left Columbus and went to Atlanta and Chicago, I was in my wilderness season. That's how I feel. Yeah. But even though people saw me fall, they saw my downfall, they saw me struggle, they saw me climb, it's been a long time. I know it has, but God got an assignment for me. Yeah. And my assignment is to share a word with you. And in the midst of this journey, He has chosen another person, which is Miss Crystal, Mr. Stout, and other people who have joined along to help with this mission, with this purpose, with this assignment, building women up. And letting you know, your voice has been silent long enough. Like, it's time for you to be heard. There was a pastor who New Birth, the Sunday sermon was not about, Easter in this traditional sense. It was about the fact that it's time for the next wave of blessings is coming to the women, because the women's voices have been shut down. Men don't like to listen. Men don't like to listen, right, Mr. Stout? Don't like to listen. That's true. I'm not all men. But the thing is, it's time for women to stand up and take their rightful positions, because behind every strong man is a strong woman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's very much true.
You got a lot of women that's broken.
Right. So this what this event is about? Like, this is what they're getting together and be able to speak what's the situations going on in the world of women right now. I know this came from Women's History in March, so we're going into April now.
Right. So I don't have. It's a Mother's Day event. There's going to be music there. There's going to be food there. There's going to be happiness. And whatever God speaks to us, speaks through us, is what we're going to talk about.
Okay.
So I don't want to put a label on anything in particular. That's why I didn't. I just want God to use Lady Crystal. I want God to use me, and I feel like the people that come, you're going to walk away with something, beyond just the gift basket or beyond just the full stomach or some good music or whatever. You're feeling loved and appreciated by your children because they took you to a special event. Beyond all that, we're going to sow a seed into your spirit because many of you have gifts and talents and things that you have not tapped into because you have grown up feeling like you were the black sheep.
Yeah. I get that. Yeah. So that's coming up in May 11th?
May 11th. It's going to be from 7 to 9:30. It's going to be actually located at, let me pull up my little phone, y'all, so I can give you the right address. And if you want to call in before I give you the address, if you want to call in about sponsorship opportunities, you can call 1-888-364-9992. That's ATWMedia's phone line. 1-888-364-9992. Or you can send me an email onthemoveshow@hotmail.com. Or Crystal, what's yours?
Just going online.
Did the phone go off?
I think he's still on the line.
Crystal, are you still there? I hope it's on.
On the move, unscripted. It's an unscripted moment. Right now. You're getting that right now. Well, we had Lady Crystal on the line with us, and we're going to see if we get her back on the line. If not, we'll definitely get you her information of how the way you guys can be in touch with her.
There's a call.
And chat with her.
It's silent, but there's a call on the line.
Okay, we got another call. It called up.
Hello, caller. You have
951.
Okay.
Hello. Hello.
Hi. You have 951 in your number?
Yes.
Hi. You have tuned in to On the Move Unscripted.
What's your name when you calling us up?
Yeah, my name is CSI Bill. I'm out from California.
Okay.
Hi. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. So is this the Ohio crew?
Yes. This is the Ohio crew. We are the Ohio crew. I like that. Yeah, we're the Ohio crew. We're unscripted over here too, by the way.
Okay. Well, I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm out in California, but that's my hometown, and I know all about Columbus. So when Crystal said that you were going to do something out there, I was like, hey, let me see what I can do to help, and I can bring something to the table, whether I'm there or here, because I bring a STEM element and NASA, to the table for our African American, girls and boys and what have you. So I definitely could do some things there and get some education to people. I absolutely know that they don't know. So.
Okay.
Yeah, we spoke before, definitely. Yeah, I would love to definitely hear about that.
So you're interested in being a sponsor?
Not a sponsor, but my time. So.
That's still sponsorship.
Yeah.
If your time comes with connections, comes with information, comes with things that can benefit what we're trying to do, that's still sponsorship.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, I call it a collab. I want to collaborate, with you guys to help, because I do events and I'm very familiar with events, outdoor, indoor, upside down events. If I'm here and if somewhere else, I've done a lot of, that's what I do, mainly events, but I also go and speak in the schools, things like that. So I'm a consultant for the younger all the way up to the elderly. So, I'm interested. I can help, and I will. So just, like I was telling Crystal, I'm really good with email communication. So if you guys email me over what it is at times, I can, I'll get back to you guys and let you know what I can bring to the table.
Well, I know the one thing, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, the one thing we're trying to get is Crystal here to Ohio. We're trying to get Crystal here on May 11th, and we're trying to get a piano in the place, and we're trying to raise money for that. And also we're about to start doing some advertising on FM radio about the event on May 11th, and so we want to find out, what business people or whatever will be interested in assisting us with that in exchange for, having their information tagged in on our commercial on FM radio. Like we're trying to really make this first event count in all ways possible.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I'm down to help, and the sooner I get the information, I move pretty quick because I do have, some connections in, different places, and I like Ohio because I got my start, in Ohio, and I went to St. John's Arena. I think I was 17 years old. Yep. So that's where my heart's at. Now I'm not sure if NASA started in Ohio.
I didn't know that.
I thought it was always Orlando, but I've been out.
It's started in
Orlando.
Nope.
Was it Gola?
Nope. A lot of people don't know. Well, one of the reasons why I know a lot about NASA because I have family ties, so it's in my blood. So I've done a lot of R&D and continue to do R&D, and it's amazing. I mean, NASA is not even close to what people think, and I'm here to, set the record straight and help people because our people are a big part of NASA, but they don't even think that they just don't even know the information.
Like that movie Hidden Figures, right?
Right.
That was a really good flick too.
So so that would be an awesome, if for whatever type of information that you're trying to get out there, as we go on tour and we have little tables, to be able to have pamphlets and different things that the people can pick up and take with them, knowledge, information, like that's what's up.
So the links too, the links to give the people to the other schools that's out here. I remember speaking about that a while back, that we had a conversation with you, and we're speaking about that, to get it over here into different schools throughout the country.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. For example, they just have a Katherine Johnson. Actually, Crystal, I think, is the one who told me about it. But they just started a Katherine Johnson charter school, and they might start trying to get them, because of the name, Katherine Johnson. She's the one that Taraji played in the movie.
Okay. Yeah, right. I'm hitting.
Yeah. She's the main one. That was the mathematician that got us up there safely and back. That particular lady, that's my cousin.
Oh, wow.
Are you serious?
This is history right here.
So spell your name for me. That's because I didn't catch it all the way.
Okay, it's Bill Montgomery, Montgomery, and it's on my dad's side. Catherine got married to Johnson, but this was my second cousin, and she was. We have a family side, Ohio, and then Virginia is where those like the two sides. And we just recently had a reunion in June, on Juneteenth, that weekend, and it was amazing. But since I do a lot of events and things like that, it's easy for me to lend, my experience, because like I said, I do them all the time. So I definitely can help no matter what, because I have a lot of experience, and I'm going to help bring NASA awareness to what you're doing. And if we do it right, that might help open up some doors for sponsors, because there's just so many people that don't have the knowledge that I'm gonna give you guys, and it can come from you and your event.
Okay.
That'd be
so the thing is, our goal, in all honesty, our prayer I should say our prayer, because that's really what it is that we're going to, Crystal and I, with her piano, her piano keyboard, I don't care, whatever it is, to make some fingers move and that music comes out. We really want to go around the country. We would really like to do that and just, take what we start on Mother's Day, or really what started in L.A., because it really started when Crystal and I got together on that piano in L.A. That's where it started at. That was our moment. And so we want to take our moment and go around the country and really just, promote what it is that God has put in our spirit. I want to promote my music. She wants to promote her things. And then we can also, without a doubt, promote whatever it is that you would like, to get out there about NASA or whatever, because you're right, a lot of people don't know. And that's a big thing. You said your cousin is the one who helped get them out into space. Like, that's a big thing. A whole movie was made about her.
It's big. If you haven't seen that film, watch it. It's definitely historic, and it's something that our people really need to see, because we don't get this in the history books, growing up in school. So
we know about slavery, though. We got all that.
Right. Yeah, and there's more too, as far as the, like even STEM. You guys know about STEM, right? You've heard this.
Yes,
STEM.
I heard it. Yes, I'm familiar with it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So a lot of people don't know, where that came from. But Obama is the one who brought that into the school system in 2009. And
wow.
He had the intentions of getting it to our people quicker, but he probably got sidetracked with something, this, and then nobody. So even right now, STEM is kind of like a buzzword, and people don't really.
Well, explain because there's a lot of people who don't know. I don't know, so explain what it is, please.
Yeah, so STEM is science, technology, engineering, and math. And President Obama, he thought that would be good for the education system, and I'm sure he was thinking about our people too. But I think what happened is that maybe people didn't like it because it was politics, and maybe he got pulled with something else, and so it just kind of got nobody picked up and ran with it, to be honest with you. And quite frankly, Biden isn't really doing it either. See what I'm saying? So I know all about STEM because when I started doing R&D, and then NASA came in, and that's another that nobody knows about. So there's just not enough people educating people on what these. It's basic for me, but for other people, it's like they just don't get it. They think it's too far out of reach, and so Obama probably should have started at the bottom to bring it up. But how corporate is in government, they start at the top and then they try and work their way down, which common sense would tell you start where the people are at the bottom. But anyways, so that's what happened, and I'm trying to do my part to let people know from the top down what happened, and that's exactly what happened. So I'm just I'm doing something about it as far as I can do.
Okay, that's awesome. That that's NASA, like shoot.
That's a big deal.
That's a big deal. So yeah, we would definitely love to collaborate with you. Did you get Did you get the 1-800 the 188 number that I put up?
Well, Crystal, I think text me with it. I'm driving to work right now here in California, but
okay.
Let me give you guys my email address, so any one of you guys can email me something, because I'm really really good with email. So it's hidden, HIDDEN, Hidden Pioneers. It's 2 E's.
Hold on, because I'm 50 now, so I need to hold on.
Okay. All right.
Say it again. What was it?
Okay, Hidden Pioneers, not Hidden Figures, but Hidden Pioneers. HIDDEN HiddenPioneers@gmail.com. Hidden Pioneers at Gmail.
Hidden Pioneers at Gmail. I like that. Hidden Pioneers. That's a Dom Diggity email address to have.
Well, and actually, check this out. Everybody here, you guys are hidden pioneers. A lot of people are hidden pioneers. They just don't know it. But I open it up to, anybody that's doing something for good. Okay, that is not afraid to share it, because the knowledge isn't ours anyways. It doesn't belong to us. But some people take it to the grave. Some people don't. They don't want to make the time. And then we are hidden pioneers. We don't care to be in the limelight. We already know we're doing stuff. And some people want to be hidden. Some people, they don't want. People write checks and stuff like that, and they don't even want to know where it's coming from. And then a pioneer is a trailblazer, someone that is a trendsetter, things like that. So we have both sides with the hidden pioneers. I got about 40 of them around the country, and that's what we do. We give back. We help people with events and things like that, because we have a lot of knowledge. And sometimes we're able to raise funding depending on what happens. I'm not saying that we can't. We certainly can look at everything and try and get it to people that might want to fund this event. You see what I mean? But I can commit my time, resources, and knowledge with this STEM and science and NASA and things like that I can do.
Okay.
Yeah,
awesome,
definitely
amazing.
appreciate that.
I always believe that you are one introduction, one referral, one person away from your next level, whatever that level may be for whoever. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you meet that one person, and that one person may connect you to a person who has a wealth of information, a wealth of connections, a wealth of money. You just never know. It's one referral, one connection at a time. I have an event that we do in Atlanta yearly called the Hook Up Atlanta, and it's a networking event. And even though it's mainly for artists and stuff like that, but you never know who you're going to meet, and conversation brings up all kinds of stuff, And then you realize that this person, is interested in what you do too, and they have connections to take you to this level or open this door, or that's how God works. God works through people. You know what I'm saying? Right. So whatever you're willing to assist us, or however you're willing to assist us with this particular event on May 11th, or the future ones to come, or whatever, we appreciate all. Just the fact that you called in is a blessing. That means that God inspired you enough that when Crystal told you about it, you took action. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I appreciate that. We appreciate whatever you're able to bring to the table, however you're able to assist us, and we're hoping that it will be a two-way thing where you're assisting us, and we are also doing the same for you. Like that's the way the world should work. Help each other. You know what I'm saying?
Community. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's right. I got it, and I can. Like I said, so if you can email me, tonight, today, that would better. I'll look at it. I'll get back to you, and I'll send you my my bio and everything. I mean, I got my Facebook. I got a lot of social media. Deals to be able to get a hold of me. I don't. That part is not so hidden. I mean, but but I don't really do TikTok at the moment, because that's the right thing to do. But anyway, I got to grab this other call. Email me, and thank you so much. God bless.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much for calling in.
Yes, definitely.
Mr. Bill Montgomery, we appreciate you definitely, and you'll get that email from us.
Thank you.
All right, Crystal, to make it connect. Crystal is a wealth of freaking information. Y'all got to know this. She don't just play the piano. She don't just sing like an angel. She is a wealth of information. Thank you for that referral, Crystal.
Yeah, I love
networking.
Yeah.
Networking, that's what it's about. People don't even understand that, you know what I'm saying? And so many people, they have the ability to help people, but because of, I don't know, their own, agenda, or their own, they they don't know how to give. They don't know how to release. They don't know how to open up their hand. They don't understand that when you keep your hand closed, you can't receive gifts like that. You know what I'm saying? When you give, it opens up your hand to receive. You know, so
well, I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna say it like this. There are many ways that we can, really utilize our network of people. And I just thought about he's connected to the transportation world, National Hot Rod Association, Carol Shelby of, the Cobra Mustang, the racing car and everything.
Yeah.
He's connected to, a lot of transportation organizations. So even some Tesla connections there. So I just was thinking, I'm like, man, we could do a car raffle. I remember a church used to raffle off a Cadillac every year.
Mm.
And they would park that Cadillac in front of the church on Sunday.
Wow.
So people would buy those raffle tickets. I don't know how much the tickets were, $25, $10, I don't know. But it was months. It was months of raffles. They made sure they sold enough to cover whatever amount they needed to cover to give that car away. And so, just to think of something like that, he's connected to transportation. So we said we want to do a car giveaway as a raffle, and we figure out what it will cost, and they would, make it a deal. You have no idea what that would do. People would be like, oh, they raffling off a Tesla? What? They're raffling off a Mustang? What?
I'll be putting my daggone thing in there while you're fooling. How many tickets can I have in there for that?
Yeah. So I'm just thinking, there are many ways to take advantage of our various relationships and networking components. So we'll just really keep this thing open because mothers are definitely in their children's lives and they're into their education. So the NASA information, going out for mothers, giving honor to Katherine Johnson, that could be a key thing. We can have something in there and let the mothers know, hey, make sure your children learn something in science, technology, engineering, and math, because that's where all the jobs are. That's why they're pushing.
Yeah.
They're pushing to get the black and brown involved with that because they know the jobs are there. And they feel with this next wave, it's not going to be enough people to do the job. So it's like they're really pushing it from the government level. They're pushing STEM. So the video games and, coding and all that stuff comes with that. So even with music, we were talking about that sync licensing, music going into these video games and things of that nature. So all of these components represent us. And so when we take advantage of them and get educated and learn a trade in it, you have no idea how much money these jobs are, $80,000, $100,000 a year jobs and more. Yeah. And so that's the push. So maybe we can, find some kind of way to put that there so the mothers can say, hey, I want my child to learn STEM, learn something in this. Yeah, because you have no idea what children can do once you introduce them to something. It may be their fancy. So, yeah.
Right. I wanted to go back because I didn't actually get to give the address. So the event is May 11th, and it's going to be at the North Bank Park Pavilion, and the address is 311 West Long Street. It's downtown Columbus.
Okay.
And the link is on Eventbrite, and I actually put it in the post. But what we're really trying to do is raise money to get Crystal and her piano there too, because I really, really want you to be able to play that piano. Oh my gosh! And so for anyone who would like to assist us, or if you're someone you're a church, and you're in the Columbus area, and you don't have a problem with allowing us to use your piano for 2 hours and can help us get it over there and back, like that would be a blessing within itself, you know. If you are someone that's, you know, you don't mind donating, you know, you have an Airbnb that you'd like to donate or give us a good price on or something. Like we're trying to get Crystal from LA to Columbus, Ohio for May 11th. And we need a piano. Yes, and we need a videographer. We're going to need a videographer. If you're someone that's located in Columbus, Ohio, and you're good with that, you could definitely give me a call, 1-888-364-9992. If you're someone who you have a business and you don't mind donating, you know, we're not asking you to pay for all of the radio advertising time, but if you're someone that you would like to help donate and you would like to be called out as a sponsor during our 60-second commercial, because I've already decided I'm going to do the commercial. But if you're someone that would like to join in with us and assist us with this for Mother's Day, we would so appreciate it. And so once again, that number is 1-888-364-9992. But Crystal, talk to us a little bit about this March, your new website and what all that entails. And this event that you started.
Thank you. And it really covers what you're talking about now, helping artists, helping entrepreneurs, helping families meet their goals. You know, some people are really going through, I had a couple of people, with about 3 of them right now. One, I think, was able to get his rent money to stay in his place, but these other ladies, you know, they got 30 days. And, you know, so it's we got evictions going on. We got people that need transportation to and from work. We got people who need places to live. And so I've been in a lot of those positions myself. So I took this project as something that I know I needed at a time. Now, others are not as fortunate because a lot of people are not creative enough to think about what I could do to raise me some money. All they can do is just sit there and pray and cry and be like, well, will you help me? And then everybody's like, I ain't got no money. I got to do my own. I got to take it. So then they become depressed, and then that's how they become homeless, you know, and turn to drugs and all kinds of things. So we got to start helping people before they fall, and that's the whole purpose. $1 Million March, in the month of March, is always March Madness, and they had the $1 million bracket on the basketball games and stuff. So I just kind of came up with this thought, I'm going to raise $1 million to help artists, you know, homeless artists or just underserved artists and stuff. So I've been working on this for over 7 years, and it's basically that, to help the underserved. You know, it doesn't take a lot to help somebody. It just takes a collaborative, collective effort. And so that's what it's about. Like she's saying, you know, to help me get there. Yeah, I possibly, you know, could definitely use some help because I, you know, have what they call a fixed income, and so, but I definitely don't want that to be a stop. I definitely have to figure, well, like, I could at least get my ticket there, you know, and I could probably get my hotel too. Just have to, you know, deny some other things and can't get that and don't do that, you know. But this, to me, like I said, is a big deal. But in the reality, it is to help others, and it showcases the music artists there, some songs that I've done. Actually, there's a song that I did in 1985 that is on that website called Beyond a Shadow. I think it's called Beyond a Shadow of a Doubt. I recorded that song in 1985 at the personal private home studio of Mr. Smokey and Claudette Robinson, okay?
Wow.
And, yeah, Smokey's sister wrote that song, and she's passed on now, Rosella Jones. She wrote that song, and Leno Whitaker did the music, and we went into that studio. Smokey paid for the engineer and everything in the band. And he said because we were there like all night long. We were there from like evening till sunrise, to the sunrise. We were there just leaving that studio. And Smokey told her, he said, damn, baby, I didn't know y'all was out there making hits. But I was 25 years of age, okay? So that's me at 25. And that picture, it's like a red and white picture on there. That's me at 24, 25 years of age, too. This is historical. What we have is historical. And also on the site is Jerry Bell, the legendary Jerry Bell that was the lead singer with Daz Band and New Birth. His new music is on the website. And your friend, the goddess, Queen Goddess, Kim, she introduced me to Miss Clara, who did the site. Clara did the site for me. And I just have to say that because through your connection, I was able to get that site professionally put together like that. So I really am appreciative because that was a real, true move of the Lord to make sure that happened. Because after a while, we can be so much, like, say, behind. You know, it's like every time there's something going on, you always the last one. You never really seem to get it together. Your stuff ain't never right. You ain't got your hair right. Your makeup ain't right. Your clothes, this is, you know, it's always something that we missing, you know. But it's like, to me, God is making sure I don't miss nothing. And she had to push and pull some teeth to get some of the stuff out of me because I wasn't always cooperative. But she was like, look, we're going to do this.
Kim was on the ladies' roundtable discussion that we had. In fact, we had a reunion show not too long ago. But, she was one of the ladies. She's definitely a powerhouse of information out there in Atlanta. She does a lot to support men, you know, the movement, because they, too, have needs, you know, or whatever, you know. Right now, Mother's Day, we're focusing on the women, but on Father's Day, we'll come back what the men need. But so I definitely appreciate you for coming on. So I definitely once again ask everyone, say the website. Well, I put the website up, but for people
$1 Million March, $1 Million March, $1 Million March.us.
Right. $1 Million March. Is it $1 Million March.us?
Yeah.
So it's $1 Million March.us. And you can go to her site and see everything that she got going on. Like I said, she's a wealth of information. Right. Just to meet her alone is you see, she's had, you know, someone who's affiliated with NASA call in and it's like, hey, what can I do to help? That's the bomb diggity. I ain't lying.
Smokey Robinson, come on.
Smokey!
You always floating around, my guy.
So, you know, if I would definitely like to ask, and you don't have to be, you know, in the United States, however you want to donate, as long as we can convert it from whatever to American dollars. Like we're really trying to get crypto over here, and we're trying to get a piano, and also we definitely need a cameraman, and we're going to do some regular advertising. So whoever comes and sponsors with us, definitely when we start making the flyers and stuff, we'll definitely have your sponsorship information on the flyers, and then also on the radio advertising that we're going to be doing within the next 2 weeks. So I'm just, you know, putting that, God said, asking you shall receive, seeking you shall find, knocking the door will be open. So you have not because you ask not. So we are asking. We need help. I want Crystal here.
Yeah, you got a purpose. So, whatever amount, I'm sure is acceptable, you know, because every bit counts and adds up to be more. So I just know that it's going to be done. I'm not even going to feel like, I'm not
going to happen.
Yeah, this is going to happen. And I think it's going to happen in a big way. It's going to happen in a big way.
I believe
you deserve it.
I believe it.
You deserve it. We just got to get the word out because you've done such a tremendous job. So I just believe all we need to do is just keep moving forward.
Let me tell you, everything from all the way up to this point in my life ain't nothing but God. There's nothing that I did by myself. And I had to go through my wilderness experiences. I had to go through my journeys. I had to go through a lot of stuff to get to this point. So I do believe that this event is going to be a big thing. You know, I feel it. I feel when we sang "This Is Our Moment," I felt that song. I was in there sweating and crying at the same time, trying to sing it. Like I felt it. Like, I felt it. And I'm going to put that link up there to anyone who hasn't been able to watch it yet. But you could just see the Spirit of the Lord in there. And the fact that everything was unscripted. Like, it wasn't like we practiced first. We didn't know. I didn't know that she was going to sing that second song. And the first song, I completely ad-libbed. I completely freestyled. It was just from hearing the piano. So I know God was in the room. So I believe that he will do just what we believe that he will do.
All right.
And he will use the one to do it with. He will send the people.
For the grandchildren, because my granddaughters were over there, and I was looking like, okay, they didn't get all out of order and get all loud, and
they were a joy to my soul.
Yeah, they did well. Yeah, that was a real gift because they are some.
You would think it was a room full of people, and it wasn't nothing but a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old. They're clapping and hee-haw, and they knew exactly when to come in. It was like they just was clapping on their own and, yay, all by themselves, and they were not instructed to do it. That let me know God was in the room. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was. I love your grandbabies. They got my heart. I told you, they got me at the door.
They love music, and that's what we want to really do, too, is inspire the young people and the mothers, you know, to really fill their children's lives with some good music. Give them some good, clean music. Give them the opportunity to even go into the studio. You know, you have no idea. You take a child in the studio, they're like 10 years old, 7 years old, and they can go in there and make a noise and hear their voice back. Oh, wow. You know, so I want to be a part of that because that's what I've done with my children. You know, all of even my little 2-year-old grandson, he walks around with the microphone. You know, and so it's a real thing. We have to introduce them to what their life should be about. We have to introduce those things to them.
And so the mothers are so very important because they are the ones who are raising these babies. And so they need to know that they are appreciated. They need to know that they are respected, that they are loved, that I don't care what their past has been, what they've been through, whatever. You're not the black sheep. You are chosen. And we definitely want to have an event to show you our appreciation. So May 11th is going to be at the North Bank Park Pavilion, 311 West Long Street. The Eventbrite links is listed on the site. And so if you're someone that you just want to come and hear the music and listen to what's being said, and you don't want to, pay for food or anything else, you don't have to. We have it broken down where if you want, to just come in, you can. If you want to come in and eat, you can. If you want to come in, eat, and then give a gift basket for your mother or the mother that you're celebrating, or for yourself, you can. Like, it's not expensive, If you're someone who wants to be a sponsor, please come and sponsor with us. Come rock with us, You never know what this connection will lead to. You come and network with us on this, then we'll probably be able to network with you on other things, like what he said, like the NASA. Like, we're open for that, We're out here in Columbus, Ohio, but we get around. You see, we're in Atlanta, we're in Chicago, we're in L.A., we get around. We're in Jersey, you know what I'm saying? We're in North Carolina. We don't be playing no games over here.
Exactly.
So, Crystal, if you could, as we get ready to end the show, because Mr. Stout about to fall out this chair.
I really
He about to fall out. He's so sweet. I feel so bad for you, baby. I really do. You got thank. So, Ms. Crystal, if you could please give us a word of encouragement, and also, anything that you want to leave on the minds, hearts, and spirits of the listeners before Mr. Stout falls out this chair.
Okay. Real quick, there's a special kind of people living within our land with a special heart, a special way of giving all they can. There's a special kind of growing within our hands. Some call them children, some call them babies, we call them joy. So that special lady, that special man that takes care of those children, that's who we want to celebrate and give honor. So the mothers as well as the fathers, they can come out and honor and celebrate the woman or the mother in their life. So this is what it's all about, Million-Dollar-March.us. And I just want to thank the Most High for this opportunity and just say thank you, Ms. Patricia, and thank you, Mr. Stout. And y'all be there. Be there. May the 11th. I want to see you. I'll bring some goodies myself to be able to share all the way from L.A. So come on and check us out.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, Mr. Stout, before you fall that chair. You want to get some words of wisdom with one eye open and one eye closed?
Get rest, kids. Get plenty of rest. Drink water.
Get rest, drink water.
Yes. Look, the spring is here. Go outside. Get some of that melanin, like the sun and your melanin. Get all of that for real. Like, we need that vitamin D again because even though they're saying that the COVID thing is it's over, but there's cases that are still coming up. So still get your strength up for the spring and into the summer. That's my word of advice. This mind, body, and soul go off the 365. Yeah.
So my last few words are: we always talk about helping each other and helping the Black community and helping people who are trying to do something positive. We talk about that all the time. So this is right here is an event that's what we're trying to do. Yeah. So for all those who are pushing the Black movement and investing in Black businesses and Black organizations and really helping us, we African Americans, we have had to struggle for a long time, and so when we do come together and do certain things, we need assistance, And so I am asking for all of those who are at the sound of my voice, yes, I want Miss Crystal there. The event is going to be, it's already, the place is already booked. Everything is already booked. The chef is already booked, all that. But I want Miss Crystal there, and I want her piano there. And so I'm really asking for the community to come together and help this very gifted and connected young lady get here. I really, let her. The hotel, we need a hotel for her, and we need her flight, and we need a piano. That's what we need. Everything else I got on lock. And if you want to, if you're a business and you would like to be a part of the radio advertising that we're going to campaign that we're going to do on FM as well as AM radio, then please definitely reach out to me either via email onthemoveshow@hotmail.com or by phone 1-888-364-9992. Or if you just want to give and you don't care about calling and you don't care about emailing, you just want to give and you got Cash App, my Cash App is $ATWMedia. Just put in there Mother's Day event so I'll know what it's about, what it's for. Or you could put, Crystal Davis Journey, whatever you want to put in there. But the goal is to get Crystal here to Columbus, Ohio. And our prayer is that this particular event will lead to others, where we get to really go around the country and just sing and speak and just show love. The celebrity chefs that here will come wherever we are so we can do this in other cities. It doesn't have to just be Columbus, Ohio, but we're definitely starting here. DJs, DJs, the one we have can't travel. We know others that will. Like, NASA said they want to spread information about, the STEM program or whatever. So we need your help. And it doesn't matter. You don't have to be African American. You can be any. But we need your help. So I'm putting out a help call because I need Crystal here. Anyway, give it a shot. Give it a Jesus measure. Praise down, rolling together, and all that stuff. And listen, when I went to the park today, this is all part of my last words. Mr. Stout, wait a minute.
I'm going to wrap it up.
Okay, I'm doing wrapping it up. So this is my last thing to say. Okay. When I went to the park today, and I really asked God to speak through me to, whatever it is, and I had brought my Bible, and God told me, the Holy Spirit told me, wherever you open it up, that's where I want you to read. And I opened it up on Deuteronomy 8, chapter 8. And so when I read that whole thing, I ended up reading 7 and 8, and it's talking about the promises. You know what I'm saying? The promises that God was giving to the Israelites, after they had done them 40 years, in the wilderness. Many of us have gone through our wilderness season. And so I believe that many of us are coming into a season that's going to be fruitful. And God's only thing is just don't forget about me when you get there. Don't forget about me when I start blessing you. Don't forget about me when you start getting all the things you prayed for. Don't forget that it wasn't you that did that, but it was me. So that was what I read at the part today. Okay. Anyway, peace. Yes, thank you. Peace and love to everyone.
Yeah.
Mr. Stout, wait, you can't stand up until I finish the last thing. He's ready to run upstairs and jump in the bed, y'all. Peace and love to you. Are you doing your show on Saturday?
This Saturday, yeah.
That didn't sound confident.
Yeah, I know. I'm doing 50 years of hip hop. That's still back on and everything, and then you already know what's up for 420. Keep it moving.
Yes. So we will be back. Yes, this was another On the Move unscripted. We had some unscripted moments, but you know that's how we do it. Until next week, y'all. Thank you so much, Miss Crystal, for calling in all the way from LA. What's up, Cali?
To Ohio.
Yeah.
Ohio. Hey, we need to find Ohio players. Huh? Look.
Right. We about to bring LA to Ohio. Stop playing.
Yeah. All right, baby. So y'all continue on and keeping it real and keeping it beautiful and enjoy your night. Have a wonderful, sweet, peaceful sleep.
All right. You as well, sis.
Peace and love, y'all.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
It's time to do it again. Yeah. Gorilla Faith.
Ooh, I've been telling mountains move.
get out my way. I've been knocking down demons like a heavyweight. The roar of a lion, Judah, boom, baby. I'm talking real big, yeah. I got gorilla faith. Even if I fall, I'll never kiss the ground. I'm so high, you can never bring me down. And even if my enemies surround me, I'm not afraid. I ain't the mustard seed. I got gorilla faith. 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 I never thought I would fall. I keep coming back. Hit you with the left hook, and I'ma keep fighting back. And you can't find nobody that's realer. Cause I got faith like a gorilla. My faith is super strong, stronger than crazy glue. And you keep amazing me, that's why I keep praising you. And I just be getting stronger, and life has been getting harder. The MJ of gospel, I moonwalk on the water. I've been telling mountains move, get out my way. I've been knocking down demons like a heavyweight. The roar of a lion, Judah, boom, baby. I'm talking real big, yeah. I got gorilla faith. And even if I fall, I'll never kiss the ground. I'm so high, you can never bring me down. And even if my enemies surround me, I'm not afraid. I ain't the mustard seed. I got gorilla faith. 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 I've been changing this game. I've been doing it for a minute. While you're out here talking, we get out here living. We get out of them streets. People saving them souls. You ain't about that life, but if you wanna let go, I was beating my fist on my chest as I was making the sound. Gorilla face, yeah boy, I'm on my King Kong. I sing songs, I win some. 50,000, I play them whole. With the power of the Holy Ghost, increase the faith, my only goal. I got gorilla face. I got gorilla face. I got gorilla face. I got gorilla face.
I'm having faith for real. I'm having faith. Got a meal on my plate for real. So I say my grace. Cause I know the enemy working. So I gotta pray. I did flavor pack. I gotta get thanks. Gotta get thanks to the Most High. I'm going to heaven when I die. Got an angel with me, we gon' pop out. Holy go flow, what you talking about? Shout out to Angela Rob. She a big dog, that my mom. Just wanna tell her I love her. I give them praise cause I love her. Amen. I got gorilla faith. I got gorilla faith. I got gorilla faith.
Ho! Brothers and sisters, I want to welcome you back to life. Back to the one that can make your next chapter your best chapter. Hallelujah.
How can it be that you love the most unlovable part of me? How could you see your life was the only gift I'll ever need to be free? It's amazing with you. I win even if I do. Everything's working for my good for a way. Come on. He saves the day. He will come through.
cover me.
You cover me.
I appreciate it.
A mystery.
It's amazing how
your patience with me, God will never leave.
You don't give up on me.
Don't ever leave.
Help me.
Help me to see like you. No matter what I go through, everything's working for my good for a way.
Let me tell you what he does.
He saves the day.
And he will.
He will come through.
Hallelujah.
He won't now, that's not what superheroes do.
Not real superheroes.
No greater love.
A love like this
makes my heart beat.
And I promise you,
all I wanna do is make you proud of me.
That's why
I don't wanna love nobody but you. I don't wanna love nobody but you.
Yes.
I don't wanna love nobody but you.
I thirst all over.
I don't wanna love nobody but you. I don't wanna love nobody but you.
That's right.
I don't wanna love nobody but you.
And the church sang, come on.
Loving you will be.
Jesus loving you
will be the death of me.
It sounds crazy, don't it? Hey.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Let me tell you what it means.
More you less of me.
That's why.
I don't wanna love nobody but you. I don't wanna love nobody but you.
Father.
I don't wanna love nobody but you.
I really mean it this time.
I don't wanna love nobody but you.
Jesus.
I don't wanna love nobody but you. I don't wanna love nobody but you.
Let me tell you what he does.
He saves the day.
Come on.
He will come through.
He will let you down, but
he won't now. That's not what superheroes do.
See, I will never find
no greater love.
A love like this
makes my heart beat.
Forever and the day.
All I wanna do is make you proud.
Let me say it again.
He saves the day. He will come through.
It feels so good.
He won't now. That's not what superheroes do.
Yes.
No greater love.
Hallelujah.
Makes my heart beat.
For the rest of my life.
All I wanna do is make you proud of me.
Everybody sing.
I don't wanna love nobody but you. I don't wanna love nobody but you. I don't wanna love nobody but you.
You're the Savior.
I don't wanna love nobody but you. I don't wanna love nobody but you.
Yes.
I don't wanna love nobody but you.
Not to us, Lord, but to your name we give glory, Lord. Not to us, Lord, but to your name we give glory, Lord. For the sake of your love, let your light shine down on us. For the sake of your love and your faithfulness, yeah. Oh, I was lost, yeah, but now I'm found, yeah. You pick me up, yeah, when I'm so down, yeah. You switch it up and shoot me brown, yeah. You show me mercy, yeah, you got that good love.
Hold on, wait a minute, what you thought I didn't know? Blessing coming by the second, faithful and available. I just wanna rise a little, you deserve it, all of me. Put that word all on my soul, giving you glory, all I know. Like, hold on. Thinking about them days after working about a 20-hour week, picking up shoes. Hated it, but you know I pay my dues. Hated it, but you know I pay my dues, yeah. Gotta steward it well, from serving locally to serving globally, yeah. From a broke hoodlum to me break dancing in Jerusalem, yeah.
But now I'm found, yeah. You pick me up, yeah, when I'm so down, yeah. You switch it up and shoot me brown, yeah. You show me mercy, yeah. You said I'm working. Now all I can do is thank you, 'cause you got that good love, yeah. Got me and my mama out the hood up. No asking for to kiss me up in my neighborhood, love. 'Cause you got that good love, yeah, you got that good love.
Yeah. Home is broke with not a cent. Pocket full of dreams and lit. Watching all who profit, all who cited why they got it, yeah. I remember winter days we had no heat. Sleeping in my jacket at my mama crib on Lafayette Street. Hold up. Now and then leveled up on them. No, I'm not boasting, I just wanna flaunt them. Bought me a crib with a lake and a gate. Nah, I'm just kidding, but the future look great. Came a long way from that studio. The struggle's still real, but I'm Gucci though. To a 2-bedroom, me and Mark coolin', taking life in one night at a time. Yeah.
But now I'm found. Yeah. You pick me up. Yeah. When I'm so down. Yeah. You switch it up and shoot me brown. Yeah. You show me mercy. Yeah. You said I'm hurting. Now all I can do is thank you, 'cause you got that good love. Yeah. Got me and my mama out the hood up. No asking for the kids, me up in my neighborhood up. 'Cause you got that good love. Yeah, you got that good love.
You pick me up when I feel down. You switch it up and shook the ground. Yeah, you show me mercy. Yeah, you got that good love. All I can do is thank you, 'cause you got that good love. Yeah, got me and my mama out the hood up. No asking for the kids, in my neighborhood up. 'Cause you got that good love. Yeah, you got that good love.
You ever take the time to sit down and write about 50 to 100 things you're thankful for? You should try it. It's like real therapeutic. You know what I mean? Tell them. Thankful for the mercy and grace of Allah and coming out unscathed from them crash cars. Thankful for my children, I'm praying they listen. I ain't normal, daddy's been given a different mission. An able body and a sound mind, 'cause hard times made me feel like I was losing mine. Hard climbs seemed like a tough road to hoe. I overcame to overthrow the devil off my shoulders, so blessed to have the love of a great woman. Been through it all, knowing one day we would overcome it. A strong mother who fought hard to beat the odds. A loving dad who ain't complain, just played his cards. My grandpa's wore a rare breed. I got that Willie Walker drive, watch me succeed. That Bird Robinson hustle was so in me. I'm on my job going hard, let them in feed. Blessed, my day one, still my day one. Good or bad, right, wrong, wouldn't change none. Get in the jam, one phone call, they come. This man don't display some about my loved ones. Blessed to get that monkey off my damn back. Sobriety and therapy got my life back. Connected with my high power on the right track. Fully focused, know the devil don't like that. Blessed. It was times I thought I couldn't take it. Racking my brain, crunch time, thought I wouldn't make it. But every time I talked to God, that was motivation. So every time you hear me rhyme, you are hearing greatness. Man, used to question my gifts. I own attention seek and introvert to the tip. Being the wordsmith gives me the power to reach, to help heal and teach, relate, I don't preach. Look, heaven and hell's a mental condition. You get closer to either with your every decision. Gotta thank G. Porter, he aided the mission. He ain't turn me away, just put me in position. The next moves is on me. Guardian angels got my back, so it's on we. One man band, I'ma walking on me. They praying for my downfall, it's beyond me. Blessed, I got a lot to be thankful for. Think about what you thankful for. Just let me thank some more. I got a lot to be thankful for. Got a lot of things to be grateful for. Man, I got a lot to be thankful for. It's my favorite part right here. Make that guitar stand up and walk. Man.
Father seated high up on the throne. If you know him like I know him, then you know. No looking down, that ain't your blessing on the floor.
Out of my right mind, into my heart, because that's where he dwell at. I give him this music, but he wants me to sell it. If I put it on SoundCloud, would that be rebelling? Don't worry about the money, it won't be a headache. I promise an honest man deserves an honest wage. You way past the cocky, you come of age. My latter days can go a lot of ways. A lot of bills on a lot of pay. Them Tyler Slade during them holidays, so them storefronts up on auto pay. If I'm getting money, is it God's way? If I'm crossing over, sitting sideways, or doing six figures like the L craze, does it really matter if I'm unsaved? That's the pitter patter to an early grave. That's the chitter chatter from a young slave. No need to listen, my honorable mention means nothing to someone not living it. But all is forgiven, he forgave me. I should have bled out in the Red Sea, but it still run, look at how he raised me. I done lost track counting what he gave me. Probably still feel 40 pushing 80. Still be rooted in the word like a tree limb, cause in Christ I can't pass, I can eat them. Some done let their souls go to buy freedom. Stole it dirt cheap, can't afford to buy it back. I done seen some mean try to cheat them. Wanna give it all to them, dying on their back. But the funny thing about it, he'll receive them. But his service on earth will be the free ones.
I got all my back, now I can go. Packed up all my sins and hit the road. Don't let the donut hit me where the sun don't go. It ain't a problem, I can make it on my own. Cause it ain't about where you're from, it's who you know. They know my Father seated high up on the throne. If you know him like I know him, then you know. No looking down, that ain't your blessing on the floor.
What's done in the dark, he gon' bring to the light. What he's done in my life, I'ma bring to this mic. Push. So what come out of my mouth gon' live up to the hype. They see it's Christian rapping left and they swipe. That's why they souls go at left and they price. They more impressed with living comfortable lives. At all tops, they got them chillin' on nights. But the Lord got me, that's why I'm still in the fight. I believe what I want, cause they gave me that right. Let the devil tell it, he gon' say what he like. Like a chain smoker, boy, I stay with that light. Hear that pain over burn, I live with that right. Watch that game changer for the end of the night. Now the stain on me, I'm embedded in Christ. My empire built on the back of integrity. Sit at the head and watch everybody eat. But me love for the business, it come with a heavy fee. But my love for the king come with a guarantee. Somebody pray for me if I'm doing wrong. I'm just throwing all my blessings in the song. I'm just trying to do what David did in Psalms. I've been walking with my father all along. Thirst got me sipping water out of stones. This the greatest love story ever told. About the greatest love man has ever known. This was never meant for me to do alone. The whole team hit the road and brought it home. For that homecoming king and that crown of thorns. They ain't on what he say be on. We ain't neither, we just know what team we on.
I got all my back, now I can go. Packed up all my sins and hit the road. Don't let the donut hit me where the sun don't go. It ain't a problem, I can make it on my own. Cause it ain't about where you're from, it's who you know. They know my Father seated high up on the throne. If you know him like I know him, then you know. No looking down, that ain't your blessing on the floor.
Yeah, y'all ain't ready for this one. Agent Prince, Ty Hart, get up on your feet and give praise to the Lord, y'all.
I'ma do my dance, lifting up the kingdom. I'ma do my dance, lifting up the kingdom. Dancing like David, once you play this song, you're free to celebrate, come and sing along. I'ma do my dance, lifting up the kingdom. I'ma do my dance, lifting up the kingdom. Reigns in the present and he reigned in the past. Let's go praise the Lord to the good and the bad.
When the stress hit me heavy, got a two-step. At times I forget about the God that I rep. I'm grateful for the gift of music, cause of it I'm blessed. While I'm making these bangers, I put my pain to rest. I can't even stress enough how much I go through. God, I don't know where I be, I didn't know you. Still the devil giving me a hard time. When he knocking at my door, got an electric slide. To the Lord's side, cause it's where his joy will be. His grace is due every morning, so now I'm feeling free. Can't be focused on what I was, but what I could be. A changed soul, just seeking to live eternally. So go ahead, put on your favorite song and give praise to the Lord while you dance along. Don't care if you got two left feet. Celebrate what the Lord's done for you, cause it's just too sweet.
I'ma do my dance, lifting up the kingdom. I'ma do my dance, lifting up the kingdom.
Dancing like David, once you play this song, you're free to celebrate, come and sing along.
I'ma do my dance, lifting up the kingdom. I'ma
I'ma do my dance, lifting up the kingdom. Reigns in the present and he reigned in the past. My soul praise the Lord through the good and the bad.
We soldiers in the checking off another mission, whoa. At the trenches, we climbed out of all the ditches, whoa. Put the work in, we ain't taking any breaks. Ain't no stopping on the way, living every day by faith, ayy. Used to be cool with a few, then they switched up. They don't know they gave me all this fuel to go fill up. Looking up, cause now I'm focused on the rise. Thanking God for my life through the lows and all the highs. I just wanna know that my life is covered like it's chilly on the road. Waves surrounding me, but right now I feel like I can flow. I know God is with me everywhere that I go. Holding me together all the times I've been broken. Yeah, I've seen a lot of doors that became open. Every word you spoke, I chose to put my hope in. So right now I do my dance, body in motion.
I'ma do my dance, lifting up the kingdom. I'ma do my dance, lifting up the kingdom. Dancing like David once he played this song. You're free to celebrate, come and sing along. I'ma do my dance, lifting up the kingdom. I'ma do my dance, lifting up the kingdom. Reigns in the present and he reigned in the past. Let's go praise the Lord through the good and the bad. In the air, yeah, in the air, in the air. Keep 'em out, keep 'em move to the left. If you feel it, praise the Lord. Move to the right. If you feel it, praise the Lord. And wild out now, wild out now, wild out now, wild out now. Go off with it, go off with it, go off with it. Praise the Lord, praise the Lord. I'ma do my dance, lifting up the kingdom. I'ma do my dance, lifting up the kingdom. Dancing like David once he played this song. You're free to celebrate, come and sing along. I'ma do my dance, lifting up the kingdom. I'ma do my dance, lifting up the kingdom. Reigns in the present and he reigned in the past. Let's go praise the Lord through the good and the bad.
It was a long journey home. A long journey home. I took a long way home, long way home. It was a long, long journey home. I walked through the valley, past many trees, chasing my dreams. My journey started in Ohio. It was 1999, I do believe. Standing at a crossroad, do I go to Chicago, or is Atlanta where I'm supposed to be? I wanted to see past the trees and over the mountains, yeah. I wanted to follow my dreams. So I took the long way home. It was a long, long journey home. I walked through the valley, past many trees, chasing my dreams. It was a long, long journey home, long journey home. A long, long journey home. I walked through the wilderness, had many tests, learned many lessons, yeah. I refuse to take any shortcuts that might have shortened my journey. So I took a step of faith and went to a city I'd never been. That journey took 20 years. It was a long, long journey home. I took a long way home.
my journey, it had to take that long.
This is a DAB.
I can feel the sun rays. Wake up in the morning on a Sunday. Walking down the aisle like a runway. Guess I gotta smile cause I'm okay. I usually try the fast lane. My friends gas me up like a propane. Yes, I got your back is what they all claim. Yes, I got your back is what they all claim. Ooh, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love with you. Time and time again, you have mercy on me. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love with you. Time and time again, you have mercy. Life is perfect, life is worth it. Experience the best teacher. Truth will surface, the next leader is you. No more black and blue, no more bruises, no more scars, no more feeling like you're useless. You done your dirt now, you're safe by God's grace. I see your nightmare, cause I was once there. Better places yet to come. I hear trumpets and drums, I feel the wind breeze. Peace will overcome like jet speed. Jet speed, I am free, praise the King, I believe He delivered me from all of my wrong. Won't He do it? I thought I was done, but won't He do it? Call me juggernaut, cause I'm running through it. Running through it, been through it, God knew it. Didn't let me fall, I done gone through it. He's flowing through my heart and it's so fluid. He tells me where to go when to go to it. Yeah. Ooh, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love with you. Time and time again, you have mercy on me. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love with you. Life is like cold rain. You gotta keep walking, watch your brother change. I'ma keep shining like a gold chain. Time and time again, have mercy on me. Life is like cold rain. You gotta keep walking, watch your brother change. I'ma keep shining like a gold chain. Time and time again, have mercy
Lord, I know
on me.
that you know me completely, yet you still chose to love me unconditionally. I know your son died for me, and his love set the people free. King of kings, we praise you cause you are the best thing. We're so blessed but still on nothing compared to you and all you do. That's why I gotta say, ooh, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love with you. Cause time and time again you have mercy on me. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love with you.
I've been dreaming, I've been seeing visions of where I'm going, what you have in store for me. Seems like a long time, visions been in my mind, yet I hold on to not what I see, but what you promised me. Ooh, I've been dreaming, and sometimes it's frightening. Things that you've shown me, not sure why you chose me. Seems like a long time, visions been in my mind, yet I hold on to not what I see, but what you promised me. So I gotta keep believing and pray without ceasing. People may not understand, no matter what the world might say to me or do. I'm waiting on you, oh Lord. I'm waiting on know what you told me. I said on your word, boy. I don't know why, I don't know when, but I trust you, Lord, and I intend to walk in faith and wait and see. I run on to see what the end's gonna be. And so I gotta keep believing and pray without ceasing. And people may not understand. No matter what the world might say to me or do. Waiting on you. Waiting on you. Patiently, I'm waiting graciously on your timing. I wanna move without you. I'll stand still while you do what you will. What you I'm waiting on you. I'm waiting on you. Oh, I'm waiting on you. I'll keep right on believing. I'll keep praying without ceasing. I'll keep right on reaching for the prize of the high calling, which is in you, Lord. I'm waiting on you. Waiting on you. I'll sit and wait and disobey. Wait for the great I am. I'll sit and wait and disobey and wait on the great I am. Waiting on you, yeah. Oh Lord, yeah. No matter what they say, I'm
This is your boy, Bad Boy Billy Sly. Whether I'm just chilling in the studio or kissing a leading lady or out on the street promoting our new CD, Kenny G Waller Bass, no matter how you play it, I'm down with Patricia and Mr. Stout on the Move. Unscripted, baby.